Okay, now it's time to assemble and construct the Bussard Collectors. Let me show you the pieces. This Bussard Collectors, and the lighting kit came with their own plastic pieces that go inside to give you that effect. Give that pretty cool effect. The model kit came with clear pieces that instruct you to paint, but this one comes, the lighting kit comes with clear lighted parts, so you don't have to paint them. So we'll get started. Okay, so I put primer on them, so they're all set to paint the finish coat. What I did was I taped a little piece so I could hold them in place. And it's a good idea not to set them down like that because the paint is going to settle and stick. So I'm all set to put a coat of the finish color on, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so I got the photo-etch on the globes, and this is really pretty hard to put on. You really have to pay attention, get it glue on the entire strip, and then place it in the little groove. But once they're on, it's pretty cool, and you can see I got the lights while the plastic piece is in. And if you notice, it's kind of, let me get it for you, like a frosted look. So what I'm going to try to do is put some kind of a clear coat on that's going to give it like that frosted look, where I can put it on and it'll kind of disperse the light and kind of not really muffle it, but you know, keep it kind of subtle. So I'll try to put on a coat of that and show you guys what it looks like. So the paint is dry and the pegs are in for the lighting. The detail is on. The photo etch pieces are all in place. And what we can do now is begin the installation of the lighting. And I'll give you an update when the stuff is in. Okay, so I'm trying to get it to match the way it's frosted. And I think this is going to do nicely. I got my wife's nail polish, a matte top coat, and I put it on. This is one coat, and it's still drying. So I'm going to see what it looks like when I put it together. And I'm going to see if I need to put another coat on. Okay, so the construction or assembly of the starboard Bussard collector is done, and it will be rotating from left to right, and it's the green indication light following the green running light on the starboard side of the ship. When you test these out, just to let you know, don't push the pins all the way in with the little clips, because then it'll be tough to get them apart again and it could damage. They do show that you can use needle nose pliers and push it in, but if you don't have to, don't. It's best to just leave it all done until the final assembly. The same thing with the soldering. The kit calls for solder free, but you want to go ahead and just do yourself a favor and just solder them. They do come with the casing that you can put on and shrink wrap, and that's a good idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to test it. I've got them taped so I can keep them tested, and then when I do the final assembly of the nacelles and I pass all the wires through where they need to go, then I'll do a more permanent soldering. But let's go ahead and we're going to test the starboard side Bussard collector and the lights that are going to go into the nacelle. Again, I want to tell you guys something. There's only 2 lights in this one. If you're going to light the nacelles in this kit, it tells you have to take away one of the light strips for the saucer section. I didn't want to do that, so I'm going to just use 2 in the starboard side nacelle, because when it's displayed, you'll probably be seeing the starboard, the port a lot more. So I figured if there was any place to take it away from, it would be the starboard side nacelle, because I didn't want to take away from the saucer section. But as you can see, it's spinning from left to right. That's looking pretty cool. So let's put them both out so you guys can see what they both look like together. Okay, so what we're doing now is I'm testing both of the Bussard collectors. As you can see, they should be rotating inward from each direction. And they are pretty cool looking. They're going to look pretty impressive once they're on the nacelles and the nacelles are in place. Again, the port nacelle has the 3 light strips that are going to go inside of the nacelle, showing the power. Again, with the kit that I got, the deluxe kit, it gives you the option of lighting the nacelles, and I think that was a cool thing. But in order to do that, you have to take away from the front of the saucer section, and for mine anyway, I wanted to keep that lit with as much light as possible. So what I did was I sacrificed one of the light strips for the starboard side nacelle. That's why you see 5 there, not 6. As you can see, they're all set to go. I was hoping there'd be light that would show up and light up the top beacon, but it doesn't really light up. But these are really cool, and like I said, I got everything wired, but I got it taped, and I'm going to do a more permanent soldering once I go into the final assembly of the nacelles and the nacelle pylon. But that's the completed section of the Bussard collectors, and this is step 10 in the Polar Lights 1350 Original Enterprise 50th Anniversary Edition. Ready to move on.